Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday. We made it.
It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday.
It is.
I'm
I
excited.
know.
I don't
It
know
feels
why.
like it should be Wednesday already.
It does.
Yeah. I don't know what that says about the week so far, but yeah. But anyway, thank you for joining us. Mikey Hood in this morning because Heather, of course, is at home with baby Rocco.
Baby Rocco. You get to see him today, don't you?
I do. We're going to talk about
we'll
that
talk
a little
about
bit
that,
later on. But yeah, I get to see baby Rocco today. And we have in front of us, regular viewers will not be surprised, food.
Food. More food. That's one thing we don't have a shortage of on this show
Right.
is food.
Absolutely. And in fact, so this is a very special sandwich. So this has to do with Wiz Khalifa, who is performing at the KeyBank Pavilion, and that is coming up on July 20th. So Primanti's teamed up with Live Nation to create the sandwich that you are looking at here. It is the black and yellow sandwich. It is a half pound of Angus sirloin beef.
I feel that half pound.
You
This
found
is
it right
heavy.
now because
This
you're
is-
holding this.
Yes, this is heavy.
So we can get a tight shot of it. Also inside there is a quarter pound of beef. And then there's bacon, and it is topped with Whiz cheese sauce, French fries, coleslaw, and tomato, because it is a Primanti sandwich
Yeah.
after all.
It sounds so healthy, doesn't it?
Well, there's a lot in there. Let's put it that
Yes,
way.
right.
All right. So anyhow, they are holding this Whiz Wednesday. This is going to be held tomorrow at the Primanti's in Market Square from 1 to 3 o'clock. So that you can get a sandwich there, and also the 420th person in line will get a free ticket to the show. In fact, they will get 4 free tickets to the show. The sandwich, by the way, is available right now at all Primanti's locations and will be until his performance at KeyBank Pavilion coming up on July 20th.
I think I'm going to get this for lunch today.
I think it would be good. It would be a good lunch.
But
I would try it on TV, but you know, there's some things that there's just so much that I think it would be impossible for us to continue talking.
And
We'd
we
to go to a
have
commercial break.
napkins here, but it's just, you're right, it's too much.
It might be too much for that.
Yeah.
Yes, but we'll try it maybe as we go to commercial. That
Yeah,
would be a better way to
think
do it,
so.
perhaps. So anyway, we just wanted to let you know, because when there's new food on the horizon, we feel as though it is our duty.
I feel, yes.
Yes.
We
so
have to try it first.
the black and yellow, the Wiz Khalifa sandwich, available at Primanti's.
Oh, just the smell alone, it smells
It's
good.
getting you, it's
Yeah, it's
getting
getting me.
All right. Well, another thing that we wanted to talk about is we love it when you all send us something and ask a question about something. And so we got an email from a viewer. Her name is Pam, and she took a picture of something she saw. I think this was downtown, but maybe I'm just assuming that. Anyway, it's a red pigeon.
Right. I've been hearing people have been spotting this pigeon across the city.
Right, and it may actually be more than one pigeon. So Pam was asking, you know, what's the deal here? Did I
Yeah.
miss a science class? Like, are there pigeons that are red? Here in Pittsburgh, we know our pigeons pretty
We
well.
sure do.
And this is new. So I called a bird expert yesterday, and we got some answers to this. Red pigeons do not occur in nature. This is not a natural thing.
Right.
So, a couple of things could be going on. It could be a homing pigeon, like one of those pigeons that they release at weddings and then they come back. It could be a pigeon used, there's actual pigeon racing, which I didn't realize that was a thing.
Oh, it is.
And then it just could be a pigeon lover who has pigeons and believes by dyeing it red. So they think it was dye. They think it
With
was
that food
dyed red.
coloring.
With food coloring, which probably does not hurt it in any way, is what
I
our
wouldn't think
understanding
so.
is.
No, because you can eat. Right. You eat food coloring. It's for food. So
Right,
it
you wouldn't think it would hurt
right.
the bird, but yeah, bird experts tend to think that that's okay. But some pigeon lovers think that by dyeing them red, it makes them less susceptible to hawks coming and swooping in and getting them.
Yeah. 'Cause
So-
it makes them look. I don't know. Is red an aggressive color?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it does. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's exactly it. It's like, ooh, don't mess with the red pigeon.
I think so.
Yeah,
And you know
so-
what? And I looked it up when I saw that post, and there really are. It's a species. It's called a red pigeon, but they're not red
It's
like
not
that.
that.
It's more of like a brownish red. So that
Okay.
definitely has been altered. That
Yes.
bird.
It's a party pigeon. It's ready. I think it was in Market Square looking for a black and
Yeah.
yellow sandwich.
And you know what? The thing that I learned about pigeons, I heard that they're very, like, people have them as pets, and they're very loyal. So you can let them go, and they'll come back to their owner.
I think that's amazing, the sense that birds have to be able to do that,
Yeah.
you know, so that's crazy.
Little pigeon knowledge for you.
Yeah. I was going to say drop in some knowledge, and then it made me think, no, don't say that, David. And I said it anyway. All right.
Love it.
3 nice days. Ron Smiley's been talking
boy.
about how we have 3 nice days in a row because so many of us at this point are annoyed with the rain.
mean, I feel like we live in the rainforest.
It's been, in fact, we have some statistics. So, based on so far this year, we have had 108 rain days, some measurable amount of rain in Pittsburgh so far. Compare that to Seattle, which we all think of as like super rainy, right?
do.
Maybe not so much, 73 this year. So it's just one of those things that, you know, it's a little bit annoying.
It is, and I tell you, I've purchased at least since April 3 umbrellas because I'll go out for lunch and then I'll get stranded somewhere and then I need to buy an umbrella really quickly. So
Right.
I wonder if umbrella sales have
Umbrella
peaked.
sales are probably up here in Pittsburgh. Mikey Hood alone is driving up on umbrella sales.
3 of them.
All right, so that may annoy you a little bit, the rain that we've had, although right now we have 3 really nice
that's
days.
a good thing to look
warm
forward to.
days, though,
Yes.
but nice days. But we had started on a list last week of, it was like Reddit posts of little things that annoy people. And we thought some of them were kind of funny. And we didn't get through the list because we had breaking baby news.
Right, exactly.
So we had to get to that. But we wanted to kind of join the list in progress to share with you some of the things that these people had been posting, see if they annoy you too. So number one here is people who do not allow other people to get off the subway or out of an elevator before trying to get on. Like Maria's shaking her head because I think that's true. You're in an elevator and people are like rushing in, you can't even get out.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm guilty of that because I know. But see, here's the
Confession
thing.
time.
Here's the thing though. Sometimes you run in front of the elevator and you're in a rush and you just don't
Right.
realize that there are people on the elevator.
Yeah, it's your eyes on the prize.
Yeah.
I gotta get in that elevator. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are more here.
Okay, so how about this one? When the fitted sheet comes off of the mattress in the middle of the night, it is like an alarm clock that's going off right next to your ear, and then you can't fall back asleep unless you put the sheet back on.
Do you do that if the fitted
I
sheet
do.
comes off?
I just feel like sleep and just being in my bed is the one time where I just want things in order. And if that little corner comes off, it just messes everything
disrupts
up.
you.
It does, and so you have to
I
get
can
back and
sleep
put it
through
back.
anything. Look, if that thing comes on, I don't care. I'll get it in the morning.
But then by the morning, all of your corners are off, and like your sheets are probably on the floor.
So you're all rolled up
Yeah.
in the sheets. Well, who cares? All right, it's fine. I'm not worried about that one. All right.
All right.
People who continue to explain something to me after I've said, I know, at least 3 times.
David, I know.
All right,
I know
I'm
what
going to
you're
quit
talking
with
about.
that one.
Yeah.
All right, Mikey.
So how about this? When someone asks a lot of questions and then doesn't listen for the answer.
Yeah, I know people like that.
Yeah, if my mom's listening, she does that to me.
She does?
Too. I'm
Really?
sorry, Mom, but she'll ask me.
You just called out your mom
I
on
did.
TV?
She'll ask me like a series of 5 questions, and by the first question, I can answer her, but she'll ask me like 5 questions, and I'm like, wait, stop. I can answer you. Just
She's on a
She's
roll.
ready. Yeah.
She just wants to demand some answers.
Yeah.
And then before we run out of time, there's one last one here. When there's a hair tickling your face, but you can't seem to ever find it and get it off your face.
That's annoying,
That happens to
especially
me.
for women, because what happens is the hair, it gets caught in your lip
Oh, in your
gloss,
lips?
in your
Oh,
gloss.
really?
Yeah, and so when you're speaking with someone and you're trying to like remove it without them like thinking that you have like a nervous kind of weird thing going on.
Right.
It's hard.
Why is she touching her mouth
Yeah.
all the time? She must be hungry for a black and yellow sandwich. All right, so we mentioned before, because I'm so excited about this, I get to go over and see baby Rocco today. And so Heather shared some pictures. There was a picture, I think this is them arriving home from the hospital. Look at this beautiful family. Lila and Sonny and Rocco right there in the middle, and Frankie and Heather. So wonderful. I just can't wait to go over there. And then, look at this guy. He's wearing a bow tie already.
Cute. He's ready to go.
He's ready.
He's ready to come and host PTO.
I was going to say, I think he's ready to fill in. So anyway, we're going to head over there today, and we'll tell you all about it tomorrow morning. We're excited about it.
So cute.